I do feel sorry for kids of the day. Just keep getting reboots. But I'll tell you what, see if you want to watch some good shit, just go back to the old days. But yeah, it looks like Phil and Lil's mum depicted as an openly gay woman in Paramount Plus's Rugrats reboot. It's like it's a kids show. Why does it matter if someone's gay or not in it? But let's have a look at what's going on with the situation. In a significant change from her original depiction as the more assertive half of a happily married heterosexual couple, Paramount Plus CGI Rugrats reboot depicts Betty Deville, the mother of Phil and Lil, as an openly gay woman. You know what really annoys me about these new shows is the animation. Look, that animation looks 100 times better than that. That just looks really I don't know how people can watch that. That sort of animation is just it's too hard for me to watch, man. But yeah, so they're making Betty Deville as an openly gay woman. In an exclusive statement given to the AV Club, which simultaneously revealed her casting as the character's new voice actor, Natalie Morales, from Parks and Recreation, asserted that anyone who watched the original show may have had an inkling Betty was a member of the Alphabet Mafia. I thought it just said she had a husband. Obviously, it was probably been about 20 years since I've watched it. But I thought she had a husband. But I can't, by looking at her, you kind of get the impression that she might be. But if she already had a husband. But again, it's a kids' TV show. There's no 5-year-olds that even know what being gay means, what the actual word means. But Betty is a single mum with her own business who has twins and still has time to hang out with her friends and her community. And I think it's just so great because examples of living your life happily and healthily as an out queer person is just such a beacon for young queer people who may not have examples of that, said Morales. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Surely there's no actual 5-year-olds that are gay. They might show signs of it, but I wouldn't imagine they know what it is. I didn't know what it was when I was 5. I didn't know nothing about any of the stuff that went on. But it's like gay kids, they don't need examples of that to feel. It's this whole representation thing all over again. It's like, do you want me to tell you who represents you? You represent yourself and that's it. You don't need other people to do it for you. But she further explained, and yeah, Betty is a fictional cartoon, but even cartoons were hugely influential for me as a kid. And if I'd been watching Rugrats and seen Betty casually talking about her ex-girlfriend, I think at least a part of me would have felt like things might be okay in the future. The AV Club concluded their announcement by noting 3 things to know about this updated version of Betty. She loves football, owns a cafe called Betty's Beans, and she cracks jokes about her ex-girlfriends. It's a kid's show. They're not even making this for kids, are they? This ain't for kids. I mean, look, the whole story with Rugrats is it's the actual kids that are the people in the story. What the parents do has little anything to do with the episode. The parents aren't actually important in Rugrats. So I don't know what exactly this show is. Is it for kids or is it for teenagers or what? Who's it for? Because yeah, the whole story was the Rugrats are the kids. They're the main cast. The parents are sort of in the background. So it shouldn't really matter if Betty's gay or not. But it seems like they're just going down this whole rabbit hole thing. There's nothing wrong if she is gay, but why does it? So every episode you need to make a big deal about how someone's gay. It's like no one cares if you're gay. It's like people still think it's the 60s and 70s and all that. No one cares. Do what you want to do. But in the original Rugrats cartoon, Betty was depicted as a strong-headed, extroverted, and vocally feminist woman. However, she was also known to truly love her husband Howard, a timid and reserved man, almost every bit her polar opposite. Given that latter aspect of her character, it seems as if Paramount's decision to change Betty's sexuality may have been based heavily, if not exclusively, on the dismissive stereotype that any woman who shows even a hint of masculinity must be a lesbian. Which us reasonable people know that that's not the case. Some women just are a bit masculine. But Betty's sexuality is not the only aspect of the character's identity to be changed for the reboot explicitly in the name of diversity, as she is no longer portrayed as a white woman, but rather as a Latina. They keep going against their own rules. I thought black people had to voice black people, white people had to voice white people. What happened with that? No, so it's all right if it's done that way, isn't it? Any other way, you've got voice actors coming out. Oh, I feel ashamed for doing that. But yeah, it's like it's meant to be a kids show. But that's what I mean. The parents are in the background, really. They're not a big part of the story. As much as what the kids are. But it's fine for her to be gay, but it's like, why does it need to be in a kids show? Like, I mean, because they're obviously going to highlight it like all the time. Whereas it's like it's 2021 and people still think like we care if you're gay or not. Do what you want to do. It's not my fucking business. But yeah, it's a kids show. It's not really that important to the story, is it? But again, they always lead with identity politics over like the story. So just make a show for kids. Well, I'll tell you what, that animation always pisses me off when I see it. I don't like that animation they do with kids shows now. That's my shit there. But yeah. But Hollywood, they're not doing this because they care about what they do is they like to they think that they're throwing a bone to like gay people or something. These people at Paramount Plus, at Disney, at wherever, they don't actually give a shit. It's just all for the, well, look what we done. That's really all it is. They don't care about the story. They just care about identities and this and that and whatever. But do 5-year-olds really need to be thinking about this, do they? I don't think so. But by all means, make it gay, but it's a kid's show. Just let the kid watch it, and don't. So we're literally moving on to now, where we're not just going to lecture the adults. We're now going to move on and lecture the kids. But I have no issues with a gay character, but I just find it strange how in a kids show that's what kids need to know. Let the kids find out on their own about gay and whatever. But yeah, we're moving on to lecturing kids. But yeah, that's all I've got to say on that. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.